So one of the things that I noticed about the social media haters that I have.
Oh, okay, right into it, I see. Not even a howdy do for me to pretend is meant for me and get confused when they don't seem to reciprocate in the way I expect. Sad. I am trying to run a very silly YouTube channel here, lady. Oh well, anyway. You has the social media haters. Well, congratulations. That means you have really made it. Or that you just say really, really silly things. You don't need a following to piss off the entire internet. Just a firm conviction to say something really stupid and then never back down.
Is that a lot of them are atheists.
They are what? Ew, those dirty, God-hating, baby-eating, devil-worshipping bastards. Well, of course they're haters. The lot of them are just evil. I should know. I am one. And yes, that one guy who notices that my Avi is a crusader that is traditionally a Christian figure, well done, that's very clever of you. Now what effect does that have on anything I have to say? What's that? Nothing? Alright, well you need to shut the up and stop stating the obvious like you have some kind of point. Who am I kidding, they won't stop. And it won't stop being hilarious that they can't grasp why.
It's because our beliefs couldn't be on more opposite ends of the spectrum.
Oh, alright. So I assume you am some sort of religious boy like a Crimsbian or a follower of Ashley Judd? That's what Judaism is, right? Anyway, one of those types of deals or whatever. That's cool. So long as you aren't making unprovable, untestable, definitive statements about reality, I don't really care either way.
Atheists do not believe in the existence of a higher power, and psychic mediums claim to communicate with the higher power.
Wait. You're a psychic medium type person? Damn it, but you guys are the worst. Not because of your beliefs, believe whatever, but it's how you express them. It's all the hippie crap, and it's just so lame. And more importantly, spirit sciencey. And we all know how I feel about spirit science. More like spirit stupid ents. Got 'em.
And psychic mediums claim to communicate with the higher power, angels, unicorns, fairies, whatever, on a daily basis.
Important word there, claim. I mean, the claim of your typical athie blab is that they don't believe in whatever, which, well, that's a pretty irrefutable claim. You can say, well, actually, I think you do believe, and they can tell you to f off into space, with good cause. But you are claiming, you're claiming a lot. Higher powers, unicorns, angels, fairies, and whatevers. And you know what? You were losing me until the whatevers. But now I'm fully back on board. Clearly, you are a true pro at this shit.
So we could not possibly be on more different pages.
Okay, so here's the thing. Apart from the higher power God-man one, the other three are actually things that I have known a number of atheists to believe in. And others, especially things like ghosts and spirits in general. So the idea that they couldn't possibly be further apart demonstrates that you have no idea what you're talking about. And more importantly, what words mean. Atheists just don't buy the God claim. That's it. The others depend on the individual. Now, that's not to say that they aren't more likely to be skeptical of other, if not all, supernatural things, but yeah, learn to words, people, for the love of God. It's not real.
So these are some of the comments that atheists have had to say about me.
Okay, prepare your butts, because I have a funny feeling that this is going to be someone or someone's being a total asshole. Don't ask me why, I just have a funny feeling that the responses are going to be a cherry-picked mess in order to make us look bad.
You're delusional. This is the best laugh I've had at an idiot all day. You will end up in a prison or a mental hospital. You're a total fraud. You're a bleached blonde bimbo with blinders on and your reading comprehension skills are non-existent. You're an attention whore. Maybe you should get a real job.
Jesus Christ, was that multiple comments or just one long insane diatribe? Because fuck. Either way, there's two things that these people are trying to achieve. They're either trying to be a massive asshole. Well done. You're an asshole. Good job. That must have been difficult to achieve. Or they think that this kind of shit helps when, no. Dudes. This doesn't help. This makes people think you got nothing but insults. This isn't a criticism and doesn't bring anything convincing to the table. If you want to change opinions, explain why they are wrong and attack their arguments and attitudes, not physical characteristics. Like seriously, I rarely talk about how a subject of my video looks, Because it doesn't mean anything. A person could be a fluorescent green spider in a sun hat, but if they were presenting scientifically accurate discourse, the way they looked would have not a jot to do with that fact, even if it was awesome. Basically, be a twat if you must. I'm not shy about it, but at least have a goddamn point. You're making us look bad.
So, Christine Pavlina, would prefer to just
destroy them all. I don't blame you. I mean, they are, after all, pitiful, pathetic humans. So no one would miss them, least of all me. At least we can agree on something. Keep it up, and don't go into really silly stuff now. I know it's not going to happen, but if I keep saying it, it might.
allow everyone to live and let live. Let's just agree to disagree. You have your belief system, and I have my belief system.
You know what? I completely agree until you start making fact claims about the universe. Specifically ones that you couldn't possibly know, and especially if you go on to act like everyone else is an idiot for not immediately agreeing to your claims about the way the everything does the being of. It's just one of my pet peeves. Kind of like when I run out of whiskey, but far less serious. Can you imagine?
So let's just go on our merry way, live our lives, and be happy.
Happy? What are you, new here? Everyone knows the only happy people are the insane and the stupid. And I mean, like the stupid, not the me stupid. The rest of us have to just carry on knowing the inevitable pointlessness of all of our existences. And that's why I spend most of it drunk. See, I told you the whiskey one was important.
Right? Wrong.
I'm just going to take that clip and put it to one side for later. Thank you very much for the free argument. Cheers.
The other side came through and they said, Christine, we want you to find atheists, jump on their back, and put them in a sleeper hold.
Wait, what's going on here? Who asked you to perform the foreplay Mrs. Sick uses on me in order to get me ready for sexy times? This is highly inappropriate. I mean, don't get me wrong, you seem like a nice grill, but I am a happily living in sin man.
Until they agree to believe in a higher power.
Oh, phew. You're just trying to force me to believe your bullshit, not to get me to, believe in a higher power, as they say. Great, but, even if you did pin me down and try to force me to believe, I get the feeling I wouldn't really believe. I think I'd probably just fake it, just so that you think that I'd gotten there and, damn it turned into a sex thing again, didn't it?
We want you to nuzzle your face in their neck and give them Zerberts until they believe in a higher power.
Alright, come on now, that one wasn't my fault. Except, what in the name of all that is whiskey is Zerbert? Is that a new thing that I haven't heard of, or did she just glitch out and malfunction because there aren't enough quartz crystals stuffed into her nose or something? Yeah, that's probably it.
And I said, why? And they said, because we don't want them to cross over and find out they were wrong.
Well, have I got some really good news for you. That's not going to happen, because the crossover place is probably bullshit. But even if it isn't, when we cross over, more than likely, we will be just as wrong as you. Because no one on this f***ing planet, if they think something happens after the dead, can agree with any other bastard about the specifics. So literally all but a handful of you will even have the possibility of picking the right one. And if it's a f***ed up place with stupid rules to get in, well, probably none of you will get in, because I've tried to get you to stop being so rubbish. But it's like you enjoy being the worst.
Absolute truth number 1. A higher power exists.
I'm sorry, can you just repeat that? Absolute truth that you said it there, please.
Absolute truth number 1. A higher power exists.
Okay, yeah, I get it. This person has no idea what an absolute truth is. Cool, good to know what level we are playing on. God damn. What do you even say to that? Oh, I know.
Right? Wrong.
Cheers for that.
There is no debating this.
What? Yes, there is. Of course there is. What do you think atheism is if you think that there aren't people who have come to very, very different conclusions to you? God damn it, is this another one again who doesn't know how to definition? Or is this more, atheists, come on now, you know we are right, really. Stop pretending that you don't believe. We all know you do, 'cause I believe, and I am completely incapable of understanding any worldview that deviates from my own. That's what makes me so smart. I absolutely hate that line of reasoning so much, because it is one that I think most, if not all, atheists would never do in reverse, because it's such a shitty way to engage with an argument, and it's also just stupid. I don't know anyone, atheist-wise, who would even consider the idea that theists actually know there isn't a God and are just pretending. It would be f***ing insulting. Don't you agree? So maybe stop it. We know what we believe. It would be nice if you would actually listen sometimes.
We can't both be right. Sorry. And as the voice of the angelic realm, they're bringing the hammer down.
Oh, hey, now there's an excellent point. We can't both be right. And you can't be right, as well as any other ideology that has a different understanding of Mr. Higher Power Guy. See, that's a thing that never seems to get brought up by theists. Because many of them, at least, they seem to think it's all of them versus us. That it's a 50-50 kind of game. Either God real or not. But it's all of you versus each other first and foremost. I mean, seriously, I don't know why atheists even bother any of you when there are so many more people who disagree so much stronger with your position in that sense. I do not envy you, but I will watch you eat each other alive, because that shit is hilarious.
And saying, we're here to let you know via our medium, via our voice, a higher power does exist.
Holy shit, what? The voice of the angelic realm? Are you f***ing kidding me? No, like, seriously, this shit sounds like the kind of thing I would say as a joke, pretending that I am literally the one true speakerizer for all the heavens. That is some next level self-aggrandizement. I mean, I am set to be the future Grand High Supreme Ruler of Earth and all of its territories, and even I think that's a bit much.
Period. End of story. It's the truth. It's the light. It's not debatable. It's not up for discussion, and it's not up for opinion.
The delusion on display here is pretty freaking outrageous, I gotta say. Because, no, you couldn't possibly just be, wrong. You couldn't just have a wildly overactive imagination. No, you are actually, effectively, the living, walking voice of the heavens on earth. And all those people who think basically the same kind of thing, they're all wrong. And you know what? I agree, they are all wrong. And when you have such a conclusive pattern, and yet another example with no evidence to back it up, well, it fits into that pattern rather nicely now, doesn't it?
This is a fact. That's what the other side is asserting. We do not want atheists to die and find out they were wrong.
Right. How about...
Right? Wrong.
God damn, you infuriating humans. It makes more sense now. Because look, I'm not saying that what those people earlier said to you was in any way acceptable. It was not. And that they could have found far more persuasive ways to communicate. But if this is how you normally talk to people, well, let's just say that I can understand the frustration that could lead less cool heads to saying stupid shit. But yeah, no, it's absolutely up for opinion. Because what you are having there is an opinion, one with literally zero evidence backing it up. What is it with the people least able to demonstrate their case and them thinking that they are completely infallible? It's frankly completely maddening.
I hate to be so blunt, but I am trying to deliver the message as clearly and concisely as I possibly can.
You seem like a love and light kind of human, so what kind of afterlife do you think is in place? Surely it's got to be some kind of, if you am the good, you'll get into the good place, yada yada yada. So, who cares? If that's the kind of thing, I would be getting in regardless of my belief in such a place. I mean, any higher power would despise the humans and love the whiskey, as much as I, otherwise they aren't really a higher power now, are they? So it wouldn't matter. If I found out I was wrong, I would be like, oh, okay, cool. And then get on with the murder drinking sesh. Sounds pretty great, to be fair.
Number 2, my assumption, personally, as Christine Pavlina, if you're an atheist and you live a good life, you'll be fine.
That's as maybe, but when your message is as gibberitic as the one you appear to be attempting to communicate, it's never going to sound any more coherent than a crocodile eating a piano whilst tumbling down 90 flights of stairs. That is to say, gnashing, bonking, and tonk, 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 tonk. That when finished has a mess of blood, teeth, piano keys, and not a lot else left over. But there I go again, talking about foreplay.
Nope. This is another thing the other side just told me.
And there it is, I was right, and we see what an absolute waste of time this all is. You just decided it'd be a great idea to tell a bunch of people that they are wrong. You are right, but it doesn't even matter, which is ridiculous. Because we are right, and you are wrong. And there's no afterlife, so it doesn't even matter. Well, I never said I wasn't a massive hypocrite.
They said leading a good life, not enough. Nope.
Oh, never mind. Apparently the other side told her something different. Sorry guys, it's not me. I would let you into our awesome fancy club, but the other side bouncers say you aren't wearing the right kind of shoes. Sorry, we only allow Crocs or sandals with socks in here. Soz boss, not my call.
They said if you're an atheist and you think that leading a good life is fine and that's all you need to do, they said that's incorrect. Why?
Because the afterlife is not real, so leading a good life for that reason is fucking stupid. You should lead a good life because you want to. Or if that's not good enough, because you don't want people to kick you off the planet into the sun for being such an enormous douchebag.
Because blind faith is rewarded. And blind faith is hard.
Blind faith is hard because blind faith is fucking stupid. Almost as stupid as someone's video. Although to be fair, blind faith isn't actually hard. It's really, really easy, especially if you're just already predisposed to doing it. You just go, oh, I'm not going to bother thinking. It's not actually that impressive a thing to achieve.
It's a lot harder to have blind faith in the existence of a higher power and literally jump off a cliff with that blind faith versus having scientific, logical, hard evidence that you can hold in your hand that a higher power exists.
Just because something is hard doesn't mean it is actually worth doing, and certainly doesn't make it correct. And, oh, what's that? I just discovered that I can talk to the afterlife too. And they're saying that they agree with me that blind faith is actually really fucking easy, and that you actually only get into the afterlife if you do something difficult, like learning how to words. Oh, I'm so sorry. Looks like you aren't getting in. Oh, well, too bad. I'm off to go join Mr. Higher Power for a whiskey and a Who-Man's hunt. Bye. Wait, before you go, I have something super important to tell you. It's life or death. It will change everything forever. Nope, wait, it's gone. Oh well, probably wasn't important. But while I have you, don't forget to comment, subscribe and notify. And if you want more of my smexy voice, check out Mrs. Six's channel Spoonstar Stories, where I narrate and voice all the videos, and she does the work. And if you want to support the channel, check out the merch store for cool t-shirts, or check out Patreon, memberships and PayPal to support directly. Finally, follow me on the medias of social to get completely pointless guff and to keep up on the latest releases. Oh, I just remembered what I was going to tell you. Whatever you do, don't touch the